anybody had told me this story, I would have found it very hard to believe. But because that happened to me, anytime I remember, I just freeze like I'm still in that exact moment. Believe me when I say this, you don't have to be naked to be abused, kidnapped, or violated. Sometimes you only have to be a female and your fate is sealed. So back in 2024, I was a copper serving in Abuja. Abuja was everybody's dream. It was either Abuja or Lagos. But I chose Abuja because of the calmness and serenity. I wanted all the experience I could get before going into adulting fully. Also with the hopes of getting a job and settling in the city that promised affluence. So I left my brother's house in Lugbe around 8 with my long gown and hijab going to my PP. I served at an organization in Udu very close to the train station. So if you know that road very well, you know it's a one-lane road and you have to be very careful while crossing the road. So I got down at Idu Yard and I was waiting to cross the road when one beautiful Benz stopped in front of me. Immediately, I recognized the car. It looked exactly like Madam Linda's car. She used to give us lifts sometimes when we were heading home in the evening. So naturally, I moved closer. But when I got there, I realized it was not her. It was a man in the car. So he wound down his car and I felt he wanted to ask for direction. He asked me where I was going and then I told him I was going to walk just across the road. So since he didn't ask for directions, I moved away so I could cross the road properly. Then he honked again and signaled for me to come closer. At this point, I still thought maybe he's lost, maybe he needs help. So I went back. He looked me straight in the eye and said, "You want to suck me?" Eh? I froze. I looked down and I saw that this man had pulled his pants down. He was wanking right there on a busy road in broad daylight. I didn't scream. I didn't shout. At that point, I couldn't talk. Like I couldn't even process it. The only thing I was saying under my breath was Subhanallah. The craziest part was there were even fish sellers right behind me. I was fully covered from head to toe. So what exactly was the motivation? The moment he saw my face, he sped off like he was being chased. Later, people started saying different things. Maybe he was a kidnapper, maybe he had some kind of disease. Some said they have heard similar stories, but they found it very hard to believe. And honestly, only God knows what could have happened if I had entered that car earlier when I thought he was actually going my way.